Not too much excitement Monday, Tuesday, but today, slight fireworks, at least after hours. We got the market moving down. NVIDIA came out with earnings. It was down, it was up. I think it's going to be down. It is down now after hours. I think that's pretty conclusive. Already we had a bit of a red day and we're so toppy. Look at this double top. You're not really allowed to break out without at least a small move down. Do we go down here? This is the S&P. Or do we move all the way down and test this ascending line? That's a 6% move. Nasdaq, similar sort of stuff. We've got like another 7% move if we accommodate 1 or 2 days for a down move. So definite chance that we move down in the markets for the rest of this week, by and large. Also, and that does affect gold and silver, especially if it's a pretty chaotic move, the miners at least. At the same time, we've got the DXY that hit all the way down here, 100.8-ish, right? The below 101 that I've always been talking about, this line in the sand. Yes, there is a lower level, which is below 100. But yes, we touched this perfectly. Now we're bouncing. What a coincidence that we're bouncing the same time the market's going down. Where can we go? We can bounce a little bit up and then maybe come back down. Actually, my freehand drawing is not great, but you see what I mean? Like old support becomes resistance, and at the same time, it coincides with this ascending. You know what I mean? So you got two areas that will probably create resistance. You got this line here, and then you got this line here, if you know what I mean. So maybe a bit more of a bounce, which maybe coincides with the market move down. So dollar up, markets down. Bonds, they'll kind of follow the dollar, so they'll probably go back up and also test the ascending, test this sort of horizontal line here, and then we'll see, go back down. Doesn't mean they make a new low, probably do, but and that's across the board, same thing. They have different sort of trend lines, but at least test the old move up. So I feel like dollar up, yields up, markets down. Now, gold and silver, gold, gold is constantly resilient. Yes, we had a big red day, not even big, not even down 1%. It's, it can go down here. It can even, I mean, really, gold is kind of invincible. It can even come back down to something like here and be fine, be totally fine. Like, what is that? 24 something. 2400 is super strong. And then go back up. Silver, it's got that little industrial weakness to it. It's like copper, when copper goes down, is it recession? Is the market going down? Silver, yes, it popped its head above this 29.5 resistance area that I thought was resistance. I don't know if it was in the end because it was a little bit, we chopped around, but it's kind of 30, actually. It was really 30. So at least now it is. So whatever I thought, whether it's true or not, reality now is 30 is resistance. So this little circle I had really belongs there. So if we go down in gold and the markets, because the dollar and yields are going up, where can we expect silver to go down? I thought about this line here. Had a bit of support there, a bit of support here. Yes, there is one level lower, but that's a big move down from where we are roughly now. All the way down there is 8-9%. If the Nasdaq and the S&P are going to go down 6-7%, I don't think silver will 5% is pretty aggressive move down. So, and who knows, we could just do a fake and then go back up. Obviously, everything's possible, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to cover myself. I want to always have a bit of a direction. Now, I've been trimming on the way up, so I'm happy to see this move. I don't want to see a huge move down. I want to see this kind of move would really suit me fine. Like 5%, my portfolio takes a bit of a hit, but I was positioned for that. And then I go in and then up we go. That would be the ideal situation. So does gold come down? How far does it go? I really don't know. Silver, maybe 5%. Miners, I feel like they're leading the markets down. Not the market's not looking at the miners saying, "Oh, we're going down, are we?" But they're pretty weak. For me, this double top, bit like the markets, that's why I sold into it. I didn't think it was, I thought this move up was way too much. Filling the gap was already decent enough. I trimmed that and kept selling on the way up. This is now relevant. It really is a double top move. So, and this is certainly not the case. So where do we go now? I don't know. Gold and silver to something, and gold, silver, the markets, the dollar, and yields all need to be taken into account. to kind of predict where the miners go. We're not really going to go below where we were. I feel like, you know, if I have to guess, this might be a level. This might be a level, before the low, something like that. How much move down is that? This is GDXJ, 3-4%. If Nasdaq goes all the way down and the miners underperform, we're so used to it, it shouldn't happen, but it definitely can. Plus, these are the juniors, GDXJ, something like that is possible. GDX, I'd expect not as much of a move, but the same direction. Yeah, okay, that worked. Yeah, probably something like this. Actually, it could be up there. I don't want to draw lines everywhere. In the end, I'll obviously be right, but man, there's so many. This little gap fill here, my God, it's too many. I don't know. And plus the retest of this, there's no point in over guessing. These are all the levels I can see. There's probably one there too, but enough. Let's see. It should go down further tomorrow because Nvidia, I think after hours in the end, it's down and there's a long way down for Nvidia. I can't believe we have to actually, plus there's news, right? There's news every day. So look at this post market. Yeah, we're definitely down. So if Nvidia starts to come all the way down to 100, which is not going to happen tomorrow, right? That's a bit crazy. Oh, you know what? It could. Let's see. Then you could have a big market down. You're like Nasdaq down 5%, GDXJ down 7%, and it could be in 1 or 2 days the market. We have a big move down. And I'm not going to go through all the miners because I don't want this to be a long video. But there are one or two, especially the high risk ones, the silver, the First Majestics. I am gold. It's not really high risk, but I think it's very leveraged to the price of the metals. So Pan America, of all the seniors I hold, is always the most volatile. So it doesn't surprise me, especially with silver down quite a bit today. So it's the usual, especially silver, the usual suspects. EXK, Heckler, CDE, AG. Those boys are down 3, 4, 5%. At low of day, it was like 5. I saw some at 6. And then the seniors, the Newmonts, the Barrick Golds, Agnico Eagles down 2% max. And that is not surprising. Wheaton also down, not even 2%. So I'm very happy I lightened up. But the high risk ones are going down, and I'm very happy I lightened up. And here you can see, look at SSRM. And look at this move up. The weakest chart is the ascending chart, moving all the way back up to where we came from, which surprised me. Trim that, back down we go, losing the ascending. So a lot of these individual stocks have nice clear charts that help explain how today's move was not incredibly surprising. Look, let's see what happens for the rest of this week. We have news, we have Nvidia, the digestion of Nvidia news tomorrow. I think we're going to go down overall. Let's see if we do go down, and if we do go down, where we start to stabilize and curl, because I want to buy that in case we go up and make new highs, at least in the miners. So good luck. Let me know what you think. But I'm pretty happy and I'm slightly positioned for what happened today. And I kind of want a bit more, but not too much more.